Hey, this is a 45-pound plate and it symbolizes the difference between my body weight 3 months ago and now. Yes, I've done it again. I've lost 44.1 pounds or 20 kilos exactly in the past 3 months. And I do not recommend you doing it at home or without medical supervision, but I've done it as a medical doctor and I want to show you how it looks like, and I hope that you will be able to enjoy my journey vicariously and learn from my mistakes. Hello, I'm Dr. Sam, this is Dr. Sam's Health. Today is July 1st, 2021, and I've got two good reasons to make this video. First of all, it's the 1st of July, Canada Day, and I'm really happy to be here in this wonderful country, to call it my home, and obviously I would like to wish all Canadians who watch these videos Happy Canada Day. Likely it will be a little bit belated because I'm not even sure if I'll be able to post this video tonight, but still, Happy Canada Day, fellow Canadians. And the second reason is the main one. Today I'm finishing phase 1 of my body transformation. If you have been following my channel for a while, likely you've noticed that I've been talking about getting to 8% body fat to 6-pack abs, and I decided to make 2021 the year when this New Year's resolutions of mine become true. And 3 months ago I embarked on the journey of completely transforming my body. The first phase is finishing today. I am happy to report that I've lost a decent amount of weight, and I will definitely walk you through the process, but the whole idea was just to go on an intense diet, lose a lot of bulk of weight, and then phase 2 will be gradual body recomposition, when I will continue losing fat and I will I will kind of regain a little bit of muscle. But before we get to the nitty-gritty details of all these processes happening, I would like to make my disclaimers. First of all, I'm a medical doctor, I'm a practicing physician, but I do not give any medical advice on my YouTube channel or on my blog drsamshealth.com. Check it out, by the way. I hope you'll find a lot of interesting stuff there. And also I will have my diary of this transformation posted there with all the numbers, links, and so on. The second thing, which will be related to actually my typical medical, non-medical advice nature of my videos, I would like to give you an advice or make a suggestion that will be effectively as close to medical advice as it gets here. Please do not do what I'm doing here. Don't do it at home. I'm a medical doctor, I really know what I'm doing, and I've been in this fitness world for a long time. This journey was quite difficult, and if you have some medical conditions, you might experience lots of side effects of the approach that I've taken. And in general, I am not an advocate of intense crash dieting. These 3 months were hard, and I don't wish anybody to do the same thing at home. If you are kind of stubborn enough to embark on this kind of a journey, please talk to your family doctor or to your specialist whom you're working with. This is a journey that needs to be accompanied by a medical doctor. The third thing is, since I'm talking about medical conditions, I appreciate the fact that some of you might have some medical or psychiatric conditions that might make you very vulnerable to this kind of discussions about crash dieting, restriction of calories, and some people might be triggered by that. So I would appreciate if you just don't watch this video, because I don't make these videos to kind of encourage people to engage in any kind of unhealthy eating behaviors, unhealthy restrictive behaviors, binging, purging, and so on. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want anybody to be upset or triggered by my videos. So please, if you belong to this category of people, do not watch this video. I don't think it will be helpful. I don't want to upset anybody, especially on Canada Day. And the last but not the least, in my videos and on my blog, I express my opinions that are hopefully well informed, but at the same time, they are well intended, and they might not necessarily represent the opinions of my colleges, my regulatory bodies, my universities, and so on. So please don't take them as such. I'm just expressing my own opinions, and again, I'm not giving any kind of medical advice. So, we're done with the disclaimers. Let's talk about the weight loss and about this phase 1 of my body transformation. The story is very simple. In order to lose weight, you have to create consistent caloric deficit, and when I embarked on this journey, I decided that I would rather go with something rather drastic and extreme than going in a chronic, consistent caloric deficit for many, many months. That is the unhealthy part of my video, that I actually believe that for anybody it's much easier to go through a mild caloric deficit, 300-500 kilocalories per day for many months. That way you will lose weight very effectively, and you'll be able to maintain it, because along with your weight changes there will be changes in your psychological ways of thinking, ways of feeling about food, your nutritional and dietary patterns will change, and so. Nevertheless, I decided to go on a 3-month phase 1 intense weight loss journey, and I will tell you about the results of the journey in a second. Actually, it's a little bit more complicated. This will be a very long video, and I have made a little bit of like a video diary of my transformation as I went through different stages, different challenges, and for the most of this video I will let you watch me doing different things and reporting to you what has been happening, what kind of things I have tried, what were their outcomes, and so on. And in the end of the video I will talk about the results and about the lessons that I've learned and my next steps. But if you don't like watching long videos, I will just make this story very short for you. I've lost 44.1 pounds in 3 months. I'm quite happy with this result, but there is way more to talk about that. And without further ado, I will let myself from 3 months ago to speak on our behalf. Here we go. Hello, I'm Dr. Sam. This is Dr. Sam's Health. Today is March 30th, 2021, and today is a very special video because I'm starting my 2021 Fat to Fit transformation. A bit of a background. You must have noticed, if you have been following my channel, that in the past several years I've been almost obsessed with this idea of getting to 8% body fat, or at least to a state or body fat percentage when I've got a visible six-pack abs. Hard to say why I'm so focused on this idea, but nevertheless, I have made my New Year's resolution a couple of times already, and I've been close to 8% of body fat quite a few times, but I've never reached this goal. And given this past year, which was quite frankly a very difficult year for me, I had quite a few personal issues, I had a lot of work to do, and I'm an essential worker. I've been working in the hospital, and I didn't have a chance to do a lot of things for fun or for exercise or for good. So this past year was both stressful and difficult, and I was not able to follow my own recommendations in terms of body fat percentage, in terms of diet, in terms of exercise. It was a sloppy year, and I don't even want to blame pandemic for that. I had some reasons for that, and again, I don't want to make any kind of excuses. Effectively, I had certain goal, I have not had achieved it yet, and since I have posted that is my New Year's resolution a couple of times already, I think that at this particular moment in my life, I'm at the point where it's now or never. And I decided to make an effort in 2021 and achieve this goal. Moreover, I decided to do it in a rather fast fashion. My goal is to lose a lot of weight in the next 3 months and then have the remainder of the year, around 6 months, to kind of polish my shape to get into perfect transformation. Here I will say that I'm almost giving you a medical advice, not to follow my footsteps and not to try to do it at home. I'm a medical doctor, I know what I'm doing. I know it will be very tough and rough time for me to do essentially a crash diet and lose a lot of body fat in a very short period of time. I will feel terrible. It will make a huge effort for me to actually stay healthy and to make sure that I monitor my diet and my progress in such a way that such a crash dieting doesn't lead to some adverse health outcomes. So please don't do it at home. I always advocate for a long, steady weight loss that is both healthy and sustainable. Nevertheless, even despite my personal, almost medical advice not to lose weight fast, I'm going to do it in a rather drastic fashion. And I've got two main groups of reasons why I'm going to do it specifically in this way. The very first reason is that I want to make this video popular, I want to make a statement, I want to draw attention to this video, and I want to draw attention of people to the fact that you can lose a lot of weight relatively fast. But also, I would like to inspire people to aim high and to try to achieve their perfect physique. It can be done at any age, at any time. There is no reason to wait. You have to start working on your physique if you want to achieve something. And also, I would like to draw attention right away to the fact that it will be 3 months of fast weight loss, and then it will be followed by a rather extended period of weight loss over the course of many months, when I'll be just kind of polishing the results, working on sparing muscle, getting to more like shredded physique. And the second reason, of course, is the idea of putting my body and my knowledge to a test. I want to see what I'm capable of achieving with all the knowledge that I have, with all this experience in terms of exercise, with my CS qualifications, and I also want to see what are the limits of my body. So that is my two main reasons why I'm gonna do this. Let's talk about the baseline. The baseline is quite honestly terrible at this point, and as I said, in the past year I was not really able to follow my own nutritional guidelines and recommendations. I was not able to work out properly, though even myself, I always say that working out doesn't contribute that much to weight loss. Nevertheless, right now I'm at a situation where I've got a chance to actually do something drastic. So I'm at relatively bad shape. I'm not sure if you can tell by the way I look, but I've got a pretty large belly. I definitely don't have six-pack abs. I weigh almost 100 kilos or 220 pounds. My body fat percentage is close to 30. My BMI is close to 30, according to my scales and to the tools that I use to measure my progress. So right now I'm in a pretty undecent shape, actually a terrible shape for a fitness YouTuber. So I would like to make this transformation. And I will keep myself accountable by using these videos, and I'll walk you through the process. I will show you my cooking, my exercising, my walking, I will talk about my nutritional approach. But right now I want you to take a closer look at me. So that's how I look like. You can see that, as most of us do, we can always try to kind of suck in our belly, pull our shoulders back, and just to look more athletic, more gaunt, slimmer, muscular, and so on. I do pack a decent amount of muscle for a guy of my age and size, but at the same time, if I relax, you can see that I do have a belly. By the way, one thing I want you to do is I want to take a closer look, but at the same time, unlike many other fitness YouTubers, I cannot actually take off my shirt because I'm a practicing physician, and I really don't want my patients to be able to, or my colleagues to see me semi-naked. So I will just wear pretty much the same set of clothes, and you will be able to see the difference. You will see the difference in my face, you will see the difference in my belly, you will see the difference in terms of the way the clothes fit my body. So I hope that you'll be able to track my progress, and I will be definitely talking about numbers every time I will be making short video snippets that will be illustrating my fitness journey. Okay, I have spoken about my goals, the ultimate goal of losing weight and getting to 8% body fat or visible six-pack abs. I've spoken about my baseline characteristics of what I'm starting with. Now it's time to talk about my plan. And likely I will talk about the details of this plan, about minutiae, as I go, as I as I film my cooking, my exercising, certain activities, and as I make some sort of interim reports of my physique and my progress. But today I will just outline the basic components of my plan. The first component and the most important one is the diet. I'm going to follow a very strict diet with very low caloric intake, likely less than 1,000 kilocalories per day, which at the same time will be able to provide me with all the micro and macronutrients that I need, the essential ones. We're talking about the vitamins, the microelements like minerals. We'll talk about the protein, which I will need a lot in order to spare muscle, and I will also exercise for the same purpose. Plus I will need some quantity of healthy fats, omega-3 fatty acids, that will help with number of health parameters or health outcomes of my journey. The rest of the fat I will try to kind of trim and minimize, as well as the carbohydrates. As you might have noticed, I'm not a big fan of carbohydrates. They're tasty, but they are essentially not an essential ingredient in our nutrition. In addition to the strict diet, there are a number of other things that I'm going to do. First of all, as I already mentioned, I'm going to exercise, just mild to moderate exercise that will allow me to boost my metabolism a little bit, to entertain in a way, to stay active, to burn a little bit of calories here and there, and also to help me spare my muscles. Also, something I didn't mention, I will make sure that I consume enough fluids, electrolytes, and fiber. On top of that, I'm gonna work on my stress levels, meditation, and one important thing that people often kind of overlook is sleep. I'm gonna make sure that I sleep enough. So that is my plan. Once again, I don't want to spill all my beans right away. In the very beginning of this video, I would rather go into details and minutiae as I go, as I illustrate my activities. But for now, you have a clear understanding of what I'm planning to do and how I'm planning to do it. And in terms of my expectations, today is March 30th, and to be honest, I wanted to start this transformation journey on April 1st, just because it's a Fool's Day, but also it would be like a clear cut, the first of the month, so I could do my transformation in 3 months. But I decided that I don't want to wait an extra couple of days. Plus, as my previous experiences showed me, I would lose pretty decent amount of weight in the first couple of days. Usually it's like water weight and gut contents and pretty much all the stuff that your body doesn't really need much, but it is inside of it. So usually I'll lose 5, 7, sometimes even 10 pounds in the first 2 days, so that will be my initiation period. On April 1st, I'll make my second video and I'll tell exactly how much I have lost. And starting April 1st, for the following month, I will follow a very strict diet, and I hope to lose around 15 to 20 pounds. That is a huge goal, but it will be a good start. And then the next 2 months, I will plan to lose around 10-15 pounds every month. And you might say that it's a huge number, it's a lot of weight to lose, and on top of this not appearing to be a very healthy approach, one important thing I want to tell you is that according to all the calculations that I can do on my body, I actually have to lose around 50-53 pounds of body fat in order to get to 8% body fat. And as I go, likely I will lose a lot of lean body weight. Like water weight is a lean body weight. So my total goal, and it's a very scary number, is to lose around 60 or even most likely 70 pounds of body weight. So likely I will have to literally lose around 1/3 of my body weight in order to get into a perfect shredded shape. So that is the reality, and I'm afraid even to think about these numbers, but that is what I am striving to achieve. So right now we're ready to go, and all I need is some accountability that will be achieved by making these videos, and hopefully in 3 months I will post this video series that I'm starting to film right now. I need some sort of encouragement, maybe good luck from you, thumbs up, and I'll meet you in my next video, and I hope you will be able to see what it takes to lose a lot of weight in a rather drastic fashion, and I hope that it will be illustrative and also useful for everybody. So wish me luck, and I'll see you in a bit. Hello, today is April 1st, 2021. As promised, I am reporting to you after my first couple of days of initiation of my diet. I said that I'm gonna lose around 5, maybe 7 pounds. I lost 6.8 exactly. So it's a pretty good start, but again, it's just like a nice beginning of the process, because all this weight is just water weight. I haven't lost any substantial amount of fat. My body fat percentage remained pretty much the same. I still need to lose more than 50 pounds. So what I have been doing is I switched to a very low calorie diet. It's low carb also. I had pretty nice large steak on day 1, 1300 calories. On day 2 I finished the remainder of the steaks and had some chicken thighs and a salad. It was around 800-900 kilocalories just yesterday, so on average it was around 1100-1200. So in terms of working out, I decided to make at least 10,000 steps a day, so that's what I'm doing right now. The weather is very nice, but it's quite chilly. The plan is to have a little bit like mild exercise that will not tax my body too much, but also I'm doing resistance training. And in terms of resistance training, I'm between places right now, so I'm selling one place. I'm gonna leave it in a month, and I'm kind of slowly transitioning to a new place where I've got my new home gym. So what I've done is I brought my exercise equipment there. I went there yesterday, had my first 3/4 of my split yesterday in the evening, and I finished my split today, and also went to the gym and had my workout in the gym today. A little bit too much of exercise in just 24 hours, but nevertheless I'm happy that I've done it because they just announced that they are closing gyms again. So I've had this bout of exercise. The next day or two I'll just chill. I will have my 10,000 steps a day, and definitely I'll keep you posted. Though don't expect too much because it's Easter weekend. Maybe I'll make a video of me cooking some steaks or some fish on Good Friday. We'll see. Again, wish me good luck, and the real transformation, steady, slow weight loss starts pretty much at this particular moment. See you soon. Hello, it's April 4th, 2021, or Easter Sunday, or in other system of measurements, it is the 6th day of my body transformation, and it's been 5 days. I checked my weight today, and it looks like I've lost 10.4 pounds, which is a good start. Obviously, I've lost the bulk of this weight in the first 2 days. It was 6.8 pounds, but still in the next 3 days I've lost on average 1.2 pounds per day. I've been doing my 10,000 steps. Actually, yesterday I had a little bit more. I had 15,000, and I worked out yesterday and today in the morning. So I allowed myself to have some cool snacks yesterday. It was burrata, it was some Atkins bar, coconut, and today, since it's Easter, I'm gonna have a little bit of a feast. We're in the 2-digit weight loss category right now, and I do not expect my weight to go down really fast from now. It will be slow and steady. So since it's Easter, I can have some shish kebabs. I'll show you what I have here. It is a nice pork shish kebab, or I would call it shashlik. That's the word that we use in my culture. And there are some chicken, also likely I'll have a glass of wine because it's Easter again, and some leafy vegetables, some greens. So that's my plan for today, and of course also I'll do my 10,000 steps, and I'll keep you posted. I hope to lose another 10 pounds in the next couple of weeks. We'll see how it goes. See you in my next video. So it's my 6th day of body transformation, and I somehow ended up in this situation when I'm going for a long hike in Ontario, and it's a very nice day, and it's a very nice day, and it's a great exercise. See you soon. Hey, doing 1 million steps journey. See you there in the end. April 6, 2021, exactly 1 week since I started. Now you can take a look at my physique, and while I'm showing you how I look like, I can talk about my progress. So 2 days ago I made a video talking about me having lost over 10 pounds in 5 days. It was 10.4, and unfortunately the past couple of days I slowed down first and then reversed my progress to 9.8 pounds lost. How did it happen? As I said, it was the Easter weekend. I actually kept working out. I had my resistance exercise trainings as planned. I had my 10,000 steps every day. Actually, yesterday I went on a very nice hiking date, and we have done a lot of physical exercise in terms of this, walking back and forth, climbing some ravines and so on. So I was very active physically. Moreover, I kept my commitment to intermittent fasting, commitment to low-carb dieting, commitment to reduced caloric intake, and believe it or not, I still managed to kind of reverse my progress. How did it happen? I consumed approximately 2,000 calories per day in the past 2 days, which is approximately my basal metabolic rate. My take-home message for you is that if you want to lose weight, you have to be in a caloric deficit. Apparently I wasn't, and that caused first the slowing down of my weight loss and then the reversal. It is not a huge deal, it's just a couple of days. I know for sure that I'll be able to get back on track just within a couple of days, and I will definitely get back to you in the next week or so. So during this week I plan to switch into very strict chicken breast and broccoli or other cruciferous vegetables meals, and they should be well within 1,000, maybe 1,200 kilocalories per day. So that's my plan, and I'll circle back to you in just several days. See you soon.
April 13th, 2021, or exactly 2 weeks since I started my transformation. I'm showing you my body. I've lost 13.1 pounds, which is pretty much consistent with my regular 15 pounds in 15 days weight loss. This last week was a little bit more challenging than usual, and I associate it with the fact that I'm exercising, I'm walking, I'm doing at least 10,000 steps every day, sometimes even 16,000 steps. I'm having 2 major resistance exercise workouts every 3-4 days, like a split system. So I've been very physically active, and what I think is happening is that... Hey, how you doing? Sorry, that was actually a very nice encounter. I ran into a former patient of mine and we exchanged a couple of words. I was delighted to hear that he's doing fine. Now we can get back to my situation, which is 2 weeks into my body transformation, 13.1 pounds lost, and I noticed that I've been stalling in the past week. I've lost only 3 pounds in the whole week, and there were periods when I rolled back. My analysis shows that I'm being in a caloric deficit at least 500 calories. I've been at the level of 12 to 1,500 calories per day, whereas my BMR is around 2,000. And I've been working out, I've been doing cardio, or like at least walking 10K a day at least, plus a couple of resistance exercise workouts every 3 to 4 days. I've been moving stuff because I'm moving, and I think that the problem is lack of sleep. I had quite a busy time period when I had to prepare a nice course that I've taught just a couple of days ago at European Psychiatric Association. I have been wrapping up some research projects. I had quite a few just stressful moments at work, and I had a couple of on-call shifts. So all these things, they do not contribute to proper recovery and weight loss, and that is my next target for the next couple of weeks at least, if not for life, is to obviously to stay in caloric deficit, to continue working out, and finally to make sure that I've got enough sleep. So that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be about 15 pounds lost. Hopefully it will be in a couple of days. So see you then.
And a quick update. April 16th, 2021, or just 3 days since my latest report, when I told you that I've lost 13.1 pounds, and I was getting a little bit unhappy about myself because despite all of my best effort, likely due to the lack of sleep and just being stressed, I did not lose as much weight as I could have, and it looked like I've been stalling. And I told you that I have been planning to lose another couple of pounds in just a day or two, which is a very realistic thing for me, but unfortunately I had one sleepless night, then a couple of very stressful days, and first, after the sleepless night, I actually regained 2 pounds, and then I have kind of re-lost them. So right now I'm at 13.2 pounds of total body weight lost, and I'm getting a little bit not anxious and not even desperate. I know that things walks and wane, things go up and down, but I have been craving sushi, and the week has been quite stressful, so I decided to do one thing which I will call carb load day. So what I'm gonna have some limited amount of sushi. You might see them here on my desk. That's part of it. Obviously I won't have it all by myself. I will share it with my family. I have a can of Japanese beer, some sushi. I will likely still stay in a caloric deficit, but I will get a decent amount of carbs with sushi. And the plan is then to have quite a busy day tomorrow and the day after, and to lose more weight more efficiently after this carb load. So I'll have a carb load and then a couple of deloading days. More strict diet, more exercise, more activity. So I hope quite frankly, just to be able to enjoy this night, because it's Friday night. I'm moving out of this place. It's one of my last videos that I can film here. Actually, tomorrow some nice guys will take this bookcase and I'll bring it to my new place. And tomorrow I expect a lot of physical activity, actually, just because of the moving. So that's my plan. I'm gonna have a carb load night, enjoy this night, and then get back to my weight loss journey with doubled effort. So as always, wish me luck, and I'll see you in my next video snippet.
April 18th, 2021, or 19 days since I started my body transformation, and I'm happy to report that I've lost 15.2 pounds in these 19 days, which is not the best of mine, but it's a pretty good result. I am walking from a store. I first of all making my 10k steps, and I decided to go to the store and get some coffee, nice Balzac's coffee, which is a great metabolic rate booster. By the way, check out my video on metabolic rate conundrum. I hope you will like it. And getting back to my transformation efforts, I made a video or a snippet a couple of days ago talking about me being kind of stalling and really craving sushi, and I decided to have some sushi. So that the idea would be I would get like a carb loading day, and after that I would have a couple of deloading days. And I expected I would actually gain a little bit of weight, but I didn't. I actually lost 0.1 pound since then. I mean the overnight, and then I have lost 2 pounds over the course of the next 24 hours, most likely because I have had a pretty intense day. I've been moving lots of stuff. I've been rearranging my bookshelf, books, moving stuff from actually the bookshelves from my old place to my new place. Made a video snippet for another video of mine, which is building my own home studio for YouTube that was perfect sound and visuals. And by the way, by the time I release this video, likely it will be out, so I would encourage you to check that out too, and support and subscribe. And the plan is to continue the journey, of course, to stay on track. I had 20k steps yesterday in a full workout. Today I don't have a workout. I will still do my 10k steps. In terms of nutrition tonight, I'm hoping to have a barbecue, just a wonderful day. And I've got a good problem. I've got a huge freezer full of meat, and since I'm moving I cannot take it with me, so I'd rather use it somehow. And I'm going to make a nice tomahawk steak today, and we'll see how it will go. I'll keep you posted, and I'll see you in my next video. All the best, my friends, all the best. Wonderful tomahawk steak, as promised. Here we go. There is at least 2 pounds of beef here. I didn't expect it to be so huge, but obviously I'm not going to finish it on my own or even tonight. But nevertheless, 15 pounds done. Continuing the journey. See you in my next video. April 28th, I haven't lost my 20 pounds yet. I've lost just 19, but I've reached my psychological mark of 90 kilos of body weight, which is very important for me. And also, it is my last barbecue at this place because I'm moving out and I won't be able to make barbecues here again. And I'm not sure when I'll be able to cook stuff. And I had a good problem to have, which is I've got the steak and I had to cook it. Also, I'm going to make a short video about a 48-hour fast. April 29th, 2021, couple of updates on my physique and my body transformation. The first one, I did not expect that I would have to make this video so soon. Just yesterday I made a short snippet on me having this amazing tomahawk steak, started my 48-hour fast, and surprisingly, somehow I managed to lose an extra pound overnight, and I woke up today with the measurements that indicate that I've lost 20 pounds in total. So it warrants this video. The second thing is that I'm doing this 48-hour fast experiment, and I want to report to you pretty much everything that's happening to me. First of all, I've lost an extra pound, which was quite surprising because I normally intermittently fast. I do not have my breakfast, I rarely have lunches. Usually I come home, work out, do something, then I eat late in the afternoon or early in the evening, and that's pretty much it. Yesterday I had 2,000 kilocalories, which is way more than I usually have, at least in this time frame of my body transformation. And on top of that, I had it around 3 p.m. So quite frankly, I'm surprised that I've lost weight, and I will take it still because I do like it. In terms of other things that have happened in my life, well, as you might have heard already multiple times, I'm moving. Also, I'm sending my parents back home, and that is a bit of a stressful process because there are lots of changes all the time. We need to do some PCR tests, we have to make sure that they are negative for the virus, and so on and so on and so on, and there are lots of repercussions. Plus, I'm closing the deal. I've got on my house, I've got lots of clinical things that are piling up, I've got lots of research things, I've got lots of things to organize in my place. By the way, sorry for the mess, but that's all I have right now. And I actually felt very stressed yesterday. I worked on my paperwork and I could not focus, to be honest, but that was not particularly bad. Actually, I felt really good within a couple of hours of having the steak. We actually had a glass of champagne just because of all these events happening, and everybody was very happy. Then I drove back to my new place, started working, organizing things, and it just felt very, very tired physically and emotionally, and I do not attribute it to my weight loss exercises at this point, specifically to this fast that I'm doing, just because it was too early for the fast to kick in, and I intermittently fast anyhow. So that was one thing. I had to do a lot of things. I haven't accomplished nearly, even like I haven't accomplished even like 50% of what I was going to do, and I couldn't sleep until like 2-3 a.m. Plus I had quite a few things to do today. I had a meeting yesterday in the evening, and it was difficult for me to focus. It is difficult for me to focus on my work. It is difficult for me to focus on my paperwork. So even routine tasks are kind of cognitively challenging. Emotionally, I just feel stressed, but I don't think it's related to the fast per se. I think it's mostly related to the fact that I've got all these things on my plate. On top of that, physical exercise, actually, believe it or not, I'm standing in the midst of my home gym, and the camera is looking through the squat rack, so you cannot see it. But I'm planning to work out, and actually I'll show you. I've got my barbell here. I'm planning to work out, but quite frankly, I'm physically and emotionally tired, and I'm not sure how I'm going to make it through today and tomorrow. Plus, I have to do my 10K steps. But we'll see how this fast will affect my attempts to lose weight and my cognitive and emotional performance. Actually, tomorrow will be exactly 1 month since I started, and the day after tomorrow, May 1st, will be my 1 month reporting period. So soon I will have to add another snippet. See you then. Hey, it's May 1st, 2021. We're exactly at 1 month mark into my 2021 body transformation, and I think it's time to make a report. First of all, weight loss in general. I have lost 25 pounds in total, which goes in line with my plan. The plan was to lose between 5 to 10 pounds in the first couple of days, just my initiation period. I've lost 6.8 pounds, and then I was going to lose somewhere between 15 and 20 pounds in the first month. And essentially I've lost 18.2 pounds, I guess, and that is a good result. It is in line with my plan. I must note though that the last several days, like 2-3 days, I've been fasting. I was on a 48 to 72 hour fast. I made a video about that. Please check it out. Hope you will like it. I will talk about my feelings about fasting, about everything else. And I have lost somewhere between 4 and 6 pounds just in the last 2-3 days. And
Obviously, as soon as I start eating, my weight loss will likely stall a little bit or even kind of roll back. So right now I haven't had any breakfast, but I will have some food later today. And also it is at least partially the reason why I'm standing next to the open refrigerator. There are 3 reasons why I've got it open and I use it as a background. Reason number 1, I'm moving. Reason number 2, I'm finishing my effectively 72-hour fast and I'm super hungry. The only thing I can think about is food. It took its emotional and cognitive toll on me and physical performance toll, but I'm gonna have some food later on today, likely actually some stuff from here because I have to clean this refrigerator because I'm moving. And the 3rd reason is that I strongly believe that anytime you start a very strict, very precise diet, you should catalog everything you have in your fridge. Make sure that there is nothing there that will tempt you, that will affect your progress. And as much as I love my parents, they used to live in this house until the day before yesterday. My mom tends to keep some stuff in the refrigerator, always tempts me. Some profiteroles, some ice cream, some things that I really like, but I shouldn't have when I'm on my diet. So right now I'm gonna check the content of my refrigerator, mostly because I'm gonna clean it up and leave it absolutely empty. So let's see what I have inside. Okay, first of all, we got some beer. A couple of comments about the beer. Obviously, it's not the best food for dieting, but it's not a perishable item. I will have it in a couple of months from now. I'll just move it to my new place. We do have some condiments on this side. You don't have to see them. We do have some condiments here, but also some Coke Zero, some diet sugar-free Red Bull, which are nice things. They go along with my diet. But we also have some kefir, which is like a dairy product, and some juice. I will say something about juice. I'm not gonna show you the brand. I think that juices is like the worst thing that you can ever have on a diet. They claim to be like healthiest food ever. It's always like, you know, what would you like to have? Some juice. Juice is healthy. There is nothing natural about this product. They're loaded with sugars, and I believe that nobody should actually drink them if you are on a diet, at least. They are super unhealthy, in my opinion, of course. So, continuing, we got some sour cream, we got some leftovers from our barbecue, some chicken breasts, some steaks, some chicken legs and thighs. That is nice. Got some, I'm gonna likely have it tonight. I'm gonna break my fast with some protein. We got some caviar. What Russian wouldn't have caviar in their fridge? By the way, I'm not like fully Russian. I've got very mixed ethnicity. I've got some canned fish, which is good for omega-3 fatty acids. A nice cheat food, at least for me, like nice snack. It stinks, but you know, it's fish and it's actually super healthy. I've got some smoked salmon here. I've got some stewed veggies. I've got some eggs, which is nice because tomorrow is actually Orthodox Easter. I'm gonna have some eggs. We've got some veggies here, some avocados I see, half of a potato, which is a carbohydrate bomb. And the last but not the least is the freezer. Obviously, you can store food in your freezer for many, many months without any problems, but it's better not to have anything tempting there either. So I do have some leftovers, literally, because I moved most of my stuff back to my new place. I've got some steaks. By the way, I don't think these are butcher box steaks, but I've got plenty of stuff from butcher box and a lot of things to say about them. I'll make a video about that. But for now, let's get back to my stuff here. I've got some frozen seafood. Goes nicely with keto, with any kind of low-carb dieting. The big problem is ice cream. I'll keep it for the moment of weakness, which I will definitely gonna have in a while. But sometimes I break my diet for one night or so, and just to kind of reboost your metabolism. Anyhow, by the way, I've been fasting and I actually don't feel cognitively there, so I'm sorry if I'm like mixing words or making some mistakes. The last item in my freezer is actually dumplings that my mom made, and I really love them, and that will be a major cheat meal that I'm gonna have one day. So if you noticed, I've been doing this cheat nights from time to time. Like I had 2 sushi nights, I had 1 large steak meal, and so on, and I don't think that actually negatively affect my dieting efforts, so I'm gonna have them from time to time, depending on the situation. Anyhow, that is pretty much everything I want to say about today. I again have lost 25 pounds and I feel great about that. There are some changes in my performance, but pretty much the last several pounds lost and the changes in my physical performance and my emotional well-being and my cognitive performance are likely due to this extreme fast. I'm gonna have some food tonight and see how it goes, and I'm gonna see you in my next video snippet, which will be made hopefully soon, and hopefully it will be about the 30 pounds lost in total. So hopefully I'll see you within a week, worst case scenario too. But as soon as I start having some food, likely my weight loss progress will stall a little bit or even will go in the opposite direction. That just happens because people lose a lot of water weight when they are on a very strict fast, and then they regain it as they restart eating. But as always, I'll keep you posted and see you in my next step. Actually, one cool point. Likely you've noticed that I've put a lot of salt, and the reason for that is very simple. When you're on a fast, you're consuming just like water, maybe coffee, you do not get enough electrolytes and you naturally tend to lose sodium. So my goal is to have relatively salty meal that would help me to replenish my electrolytes. And obviously the very first bite of this meat that I've been wanting to have, now it's time. I need to warm it up, but I'm so happy that this fast is over. It wouldn't do it. Hey, it's May 17th, 2021. It's been 2.5 weeks since my last report on my transformation, and I've got some bad news to report. I pretty much fell off the wagon for multiple reasons. First of all, I was very stressed with my move, and actually I'm filming it in my kitchen because it is my new kitchen in my new place. I've got lots of things to sort out. It takes its toll. Also, the move itself didn't go exactly the way it was expected, and I was quite upset with lots of things. Plus, on top of that, I had to do a lot of physical stuff, a lot of moving, a lot of sorting, a lot of negotiations. Plus, on top of that, I've been quite busy at work. I had quite a few on-call shifts. Actually, my last on-call shift ended just today in the morning, and I've got another one starting in a couple of hours. So all these things, they were kind of stressful, they took their toll. I'm not making excuses, by the way, but that's a very common situation. You can start a very good diet, go through a month or so, and then something will happen, one thing leads to another, and you fall off the wagon. So if you remember, I have lost 25 pounds by May 1st, and in part it was due to the fact that I had a 3-day fast. By the way, watch this video, I hope you will like it. And what happened then is, predictably, I regained a little bit of weight, around 3 pounds in the next couple of days. And on top of that, I started kind of having some sort of allowances in terms of comfort food, some sushi here and there, some ice cream. And eventually, I actually regained some weight, and I'm not afraid to say it, I have regained 10 pounds. So right now I'm actually at the point when I've lost 15 pounds in total, and it's a huge rollback. Pretty much half of my progress went to the drain, but the good thing is I know for sure that in such a short period of time you do not really regain fat or lose fat that fast. Usually you regain or you lose lean body mass, mostly it's water weight or gut content, so I can work on that. And I hope that in the next several days I will be able to correct at least partially this weight regain,
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another experiment. So as you know, my diet is a low-carb diet, relatively high protein, and I am trying to do the following. I'm trying to make this diet a little bit extreme for the next couple of weeks just to catch up with my progress. So it will still be a low-calorie diet, it will still be a low-carb diet, and effectively what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to go on a very high protein, low carb, low calorie diet. And I'm gonna have lots of chicken breasts. It's almost some sort of a celebrity diet when they eat chicken breast, broccoli and rice, minus the rice. So I'm gonna have some fiber through some cruciferous vegetables, maybe lettuce, cauliflower, broccoli. I'm not a big fan of broccoli, asparagus, and lots of protein, lean protein from chicken breast. No rice because I'm striving for low carb solutions. And I will do it for the next couple of weeks. Likely I'll make a short video about this chicken breast diet, and I actually hope to be able to lose this 10 pounds relatively quickly. As we know, when I start an aggressive diet, usually I lose 5 to 10 pounds, and that's what's gonna happen in the next several days. Hopefully. But again, I will make a report on my weight loss as soon as I reach the point of 20 pounds, 25 pounds, and hopefully by the end of this month I will be able to kind of regain my progress and lose some weight and get to the point of 30 pounds in total loss. If not, it is okay. That is the price I'm paying for my nutritional allowances. So wish me luck, and I'll see you in my next snippet. Hey, it's May 23rd, 2021, a beautiful sunny Sunday, and I've got my regular report. I think I've made my previous report just around 6 days ago on Monday, and I've been talking about how I fell off the wagon and how it's pretty much a normal experience when you are going on a very strict diet. And I had this plan of starting or revamping my diet by sticking just to chicken breast and broccoli or cruciferous vegetables. Low calorie, low carb, 1 meal a day, very strict. I started really well on day one, on Monday. Then on Tuesday, Wednesday, I started introducing some minor cheats, like a little bit of jellos, a little bit of popcorn, low-fat popcorn, like there are like 100 calories per small bag of it. Shouldn't be a big deal, but then I had a drink, then I had a lunch with a colleague, and somehow I managed to sleep again, and I restarted literally yesterday. I've been hovering around 90 kilos of total body weight, and somehow I was actually praying that in the last 24 hours I would lose at least a couple of pounds so I would be able to report the total body weight loss of 20 pounds, but surprisingly I did really well over the course of the last 24 hours. I restarted this diet, very strict. I had some cauliflower, some chicken breast, 3 portions of them, so it was around like 1100 calories or maybe 12 just in the last 24 hours, and I have lost, believe it or not, 5 pounds. So now I am at 22.8 pounds of total body weight lost at this particular point, and I'm quite happy, excited, and still I've got a lot of work to do. So first of all, I have to lose another 2.2 pounds to get back to the total 25 pounds lost, and I'm already in the end of the month of May, which means that it looks like I kind of wasted a good month out of my 3-month transformation. But there is a silver lining, or the thing that I tell myself: you cannot lose or gain a lot of fat overnight. So this 5 pounds that I've lost, likely they are not body fat, they are likely just water weight. And I have been measuring my body parameters, and I believe that there are some parameters that are really important for tracking your progress, and it's not a waistline, believe it or not. I believe it's a hip circumference, which is much less responsive to water loss and to the loss of the gut content. So I will make a couple of videos about cheat meals, about chicken breast, rice and broccoli diet. I will make a video on the anthropometric ways of tracking your progress for sure, but for now I'm reporting a total of 22.8 pounds of body weight lost, and I've got still 7-8 days until June 1st, and I plan and I hope to be able to stick to this diet so that I can lose at least 30 pounds in total over the course of the 2 months, because otherwise I will be a little bit discouraged. I need some sort of a breakthrough in order to make sure that whatever is happening and I'm on my track. So once again, as always, thank you for watching, thank you for tracking my progress, and I'll see you in my next snippet, which will be either at the point of 25 pounds of body weight lost, or at the point of 30 pounds, or at the point of 2 months, or June 1st. Whatever comes first, I hope that the weight loss will precede the calendar days. Anyhow, thank you for watching, wish me luck, I'll see you in my next snippet. Good morning, it's May 25th, 2021, and I've got my regular report, got a couple of news. First of all, I'm walking to work because I started walking to work in order to hit my 10k steps a day goal, and the story is very simple. Turns out that I do around 4,000 or 5,000 steps during my working day, which is surprisingly high given that I naturally just sit, type, talk to people, write prescriptions and so on. But if I add to this my walk to work and back from work, I'm already close to 10k, that's around 8,000-9,000. And with just like some minimal extra walking, I'm hitting my goal easily, and hopefully by the end of the phase 1, first 3 months of my body transformation in 2021, I'll be able to hit a 1,000,000 steps goal. I'm gonna make a video about that. Okay, the main news are obviously about the weight loss, and today in the morning I weighed myself and my weight was 87.1 kilos, which means that I've lost 25.5 pounds and I have hit my milestone of losing 25 pounds a month. I've got mixed feelings about it. First of all, I'm happy that I finally reached this goal, but I am a bit resentful because I fell off the wagon and I feel like I wouldn't have to be in this position again. I've lost 3-4 weeks of just not sticking to my diet, and I was quite upset about that. But the more I think about it, the more clear it becomes that actually everything is going relatively smoothly. So the thing is, I realized that I have been doing fasting just before I hit this 25 pounds of body weight loss goal last time on May 1st. And prior to that, I was actually struggling with even hitting 20 pounds. So everything is kind of good. Everything goes smoothly. I have been struggling. I have been hitting a plateau at that point in the end of April, and then I have started this fasting idea or experiment for 2 and then 3 days. And as soon as I started fasting, I kind of jumped over the 20 pounds milestone, and within 2 days I've lost even more weight, and I literally hit the 25 pounds milestone in no time. But it was not a real weight loss, if you know what I mean. It was just some sort of water weight loss, and it wasn't really fat loss. So right now this is the honest weight loss. Not that it was dishonest last time, but this time it's actually a very, very appropriate thing to celebrate. So 25 pounds weight loss milestone reached again, and my next video will be in just 5-6 days, when I will be either talking about 30 pounds of weight loss or about my 2-month month anniversary of my dietary approach. Wish me luck. Hey, May 29th, 2021, 28 pounds lost, and I'm splicing my series with some cool stuff. Hey, a very quick update. I stopped by a friend of mine. We had a very nice lunch. It was very close to my diet, but it was a little bit of a deviation. And since I'm in Toronto right now, I decided to stop by my favorite place, Tom's Dairy Freeze, and have an amazing ice cream. By the way, you can see my bike there behind me, and I guess tomorrow will be mostly fast day. So we're still on track. A little bit of deviation. I don't think it will hurt. Okay, see you in my next video.
Hey, it's June 1st, 2021, which means that I've been on my journey for 2 months already, and it's time for my body transformation report. So, my progress so far, you can take a look at my body right now. That's partly the point of all these videos. You can take a look. I don't think I have my belly anymore. I still don't have six-pack abs, which is the ultimate goal. But in terms of pounds of weight lost, I've lost 27.4 pounds as of today's morning, which is in general a good result, but I'm not happy with myself because I had quite a few slips in the month of May. Actually, if you remember, I managed to lose 25 pounds in the first month, so by May 1st I was already at the point when I've lost a lot of weight, and then I kind of regained several pounds, close to 10, then I have re-lost them, then I lost even more. I was at 28 something pounds of total weight lost just 2-3 days ago, but then I had a lunch with a friend, and this lunch turned out to be very deceiving in terms of the amount of calories and carbohydrates in it. Then I had an ice cream, and one thing led to another, and that day was kind of not only a write-off, but it also set me back a couple of days, and I didn't manage to achieve my goal of 30 pounds of total body weight lost as of today, which was the plan, to be honest, and it was a very realistic plan at that point. Anyhow, I'm still losing weight, I'm still on track at this particular point. Yes, I've lost some time, I've lost some days, the results could have been better, but again, that is the reason why I'm making these videos. I want you to be able to see what it takes to lose weight. By the way, I think I've said it a couple of times already, and I'll say it multiple times throughout this video. Please don't try losing weight very fast. It's very stressful, it's not really healthy. It takes a huge effort and expertise to lose weight really fast, and there is no advantage to this approach. You know, you would be much better off losing this 25 pounds over the course of several months, 3, 5, 6 months, rather than over the course of 1 month and struggling a lot and then rolling back. It is taxing physically, emotionally, cognitively, so I'm doing it for my own reasons. I want this video to gain certain popularity, I want to promote certain ideas, I want to show what can be done, but at the same time I want you to know that it is not the way to go. Anyhow, the plan for the next month is to lose more weight, obviously, and we're approaching the very serious milestone, which is the end of phase 1, and my goal would be to lose at least 10, hopefully 15 plus pounds in the next month. If you remember, a couple of years ago I made a video when I think I've lost 43 pounds over the course of 3 months in 2018 or 19, I don't remember now. But the whole idea was that I've already lost close to 45 pounds over the course of 3 months, and right now I think it's absolutely doable to achieve the same goal, but it would be nice to get a little bit better in terms of total body weight loss. Anyhow, that is pretty much everything I want to say today. The plan is to keep you informed, to stay on track, to keep losing weight, and hopefully to achieve my goal of losing 10, 15, let's say 15 pounds in the next month, so that I can hit a pretty significant amount of total body weight loss. Anyhow, I'm done for today. I think I tried to wrap up this snippet a couple of times already. By the way, this is my new space. Since I'm talking about all these things, I'm trying to film these videos in different locations. This is my new condo. I've got this entertainment area. There is a TV. Actually, I don't watch TV, but I think it serves as a nice background. I've got my Witcher, my cyberpunk stuff, my books, my fireplace, and here you won't see it, but it's my Dr. Sam's Health kitchen, new setup for the kitchen, and my gym, home gym that I am lucky to use these days because everything is closed. Anyhow, the plan is set, the report is done. I'll see you in the next snippet. All the very best to you and wish me luck. Thank you. Sorry, I almost forgot to share one funny experience that I had today at work, and it's very symbolic that it happened specifically today, because you can see that I'm not particularly happy with my progress. I'm like 70-80% happy. But today I was walking in the hallway and there was a female employee following me in the hallway, and she said, "You know, Dr. Sam, it looks like you've lost a lot of weight, but please stop. It looks like you're already so slim and like good looking at this particular point." I think it's hilarious that it happened on the day when I was going to make this report, because I was a little bit discouraged. It was just like an hour or two after me weighing in and realizing that I'm a little bit behind my own schedule. But at the same time, you can tell that if others at work, my co-workers, are already noticing that I've lost weight and already seeing me as somebody with a great physique, it is very complimenting, very encouraging, but also it shows that I'm on the right track. And now we can wrap up this video. Wish me luck, and I wish luck to you. See you in the next video.
Hey, it's June 4th, 2021. I'm coming back from work because I have had a very, very long day there. I think I started at 6:30, 7, and I'm only coming back after 12 hours shift. It was a pretty long day, as I said, but the good thing is that it started with weighing in, and it turns out that I weigh 85 kilos, which is an important milestone for me, just psychologically, but also it means that I have lost 30 pounds. So I still have 10-15 to go in the next 26 days or so, and I'll definitely keep you posted. But meanwhile, I have a bit of a plan of maybe breaking my diet a little bit. I really don't want to, but at the same time I really crave something unusual. I had this chicken breast for the past 2 weeks effectively, and I'm very bored and tired of them, so I would like to break some rules today, and I think I would like to have some Philly cheese steak sandwich, salad. There is a very nice place next to my condo, which is called Filthy Phillies, and they have amazing sandwiches, but obviously I'm not going to have a sandwich. They can make it on a salad for me. It's nutritious, it has decent amount of protein, a little bit of healthy and unhealthy fat, but it's overall good. Though at the same time I know that I shouldn't be doing it. We'll see. Plus, it's Friday night. I should have entertained myself, but I don't want to jinx everything. I don't want to ruin my progress so far, and also have a workout. So like that, I'll make myself a deal, which will be coming back home, I work out, and only if I work out effectively, only then I will allow myself to have some of this filthy Philly steak salad. Not sure if it's gonna happen or not, but still, I'll keep you posted, okay?
It's June 12th, 2021. My quick report. First of all, it's an amazing Saturday in Ontario. My favorite gun club is open and I can have fun finally. In terms of weight loss and so on, I'm an idiot in the past couple of weeks. I've been drinking lots of Gatorade, and I thought it was G0. It turned out to be defrost, so I had lots of carbs and some extra calories, and I actually slipped a little bit because of that, because I was quite upset. But nevertheless, I've had 18 weeks left until the end of my 3 months transformation, and I'm going to double down on efforts to lose a lot of weight. And you can take a look. Actually, I feel quite well, mentally, cognitively, emotionally, and in terms of my physique, everything is a bit off track, but I hope I'll still be able to get there to my final destination. Okay, see you in the next video.
Hey, it's June 19th, 2021. I continue my crazy weight loss journey. Last week was actually particularly depressing because I went a very low calorie, very low carb diet, and quite frankly it was really tough. I lost a lot of weight though, and today I wanted to have a little bit of a break and good thing is the patios are open, so I'm going to have a Caesar salad with double chicken but no croutons. Should be around 800 calories, which is exactly the definition of very low calorie diet. And that's pretty much it for today. Wish me luck. I need a lot of strength because we're approaching the end of this. And by the way, I've lost 36.2 pounds as of today's video. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, it's June 25th, 2021. I'm just like 0.3 pounds away from the next milestone, which is 40 pounds of body weight loss. I have been craving pizza like crazy, and I was going to have one on July 1st, just in several days from now, but pizza found me. So we have a friend of us living in the place where we work, and we're gonna have some pizza with him, and I'm gonna enjoy it, and I'll still do my best to meet the 800 calories a day plan that I'm doing right now, and I'll definitely make a video on that, and I'll see you in my next step. All the very best. That's amazing.
Hello, it's June 26, 2021. I'm just 5 days away from the end of phase 1 of my 2021 body transformation. Today is day 86. And the first thing I would like to say is that as of today's morning, I have lost over 40 pounds of total body weight. Good chunk of it is body fat, but we'll get to it when we'll be analyzing the main outcomes of my extreme body transformation the first 3 months. And I just felt like I should make a video in my home gym, and check out the video on my home gym. I've already made one, maybe there will be another one by the time I'm finalizing this journey. But the reason why I wanted to do this is just because, first of all, I want you to be able to take a look at my physique. And the second thing is, I'm doing a 15 days of very low calorie diet right now. Today is day 14, tomorrow is day 15, so I can't wait to finish it because I've been losing weight quite efficiently, but working out has been a major drag. Really, really difficult, especially in the first week of that period. And in general, you can see that the weights I'm using are not particularly high, nothing to boast of, but I'm actually quite happy that I made my walking. By the way, check out the video on walking. And my resistance training is a staple of my body weight loss journey. It has been quite a chore, but I'm happy that I managed to stick to my routines, to work out regularly, having this split workouts A and B twice a week, and so it's like 4 resistance training exercise days a week, sometimes 5, because sometimes when I'm particularly tired I cannot finish the workout and I split it into 2. Further fragmented, which is an indicator that I'm actually tired. But I am looking forward to wrapping up the phase 1 in just 5 days, wrapping up the very low calorie diet video hopefully tomorrow, and reporting my main outcomes and shifting to my next goal, which I'll talk about in my final video. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Wish me luck. I'll see you very soon in my next video. Thank you for staying with me for such a long time. Now you can see what I went through, and I think it's time to talk about the results. And I've got this prop here, which is a 45-pound plate, rubberized plate, but it is still a pretty huge and heavy thing, and that is the amount of weight I have lost in the past 3 months. You can see how much visually, how much of weight I've lost. Also, of course, you can take a look at myself. I am kind of happy with my physique at this particular point. I literally lost 44.1 pounds, which is almost exactly the same amount of weight I've lost 3 years ago in the same 3-month period. I have lost like 2/3 of this weight was body fat, which is quite good. Usually when you're going on a crash diet, you lose more, like the proportion of the body fat lost is lower than if you go on a slower diet, but I'm happy with what I have achieved. I've lost around like 30 pounds of body fat and around 15 pounds of lean body mass. Obviously, as you can see, my body measurements have changed rather drastically. My waist went down by 6 inches from 40 to approximately 34. I actually went from these sizes 38, 40 to 32, 34, which is amazing. And actually, first of all, I started wearing the clothes that I had for several years and I couldn't put them on. And in the last couple of weeks, I actually had to purchase some new stuff from Tailored Athlete because these are the clothes that fit me the best. I also have lost some circumference in my waist, around 4 inches. I've lost like an inch in my arms, unfortunately. I think 2 inches in my chest, and I'm not happy with that, but that will definitely be corrected in phase 2 of my transformation. And that's something I'll be focusing on closer to the end of this video. So the clothes, the weight, everything has shrunk, which is good. I know that my physique, the perception of my physique has changed. A lot of people gave me some compliments, some cautions about like this not being particularly healthy, and I will actually use this as a segue to say again, losing weight fast is not the healthiest option. The best way of losing weight is consistent caloric deficit over the course of many months. That way you can function well, you can lose more fat than the other body compartments that you're losing, like muscle, like glycogen, lean body mass in general, and there are some side effects, and I'll talk about them in a second. Anyhow, we're done with the results. The results are good. I'm proceeding to phase 2, but before doing so, I'd like to talk about the lessons that I have learned. The very first lesson that I've learned was that it doesn't have to be this way. I kind of knew it, but I have reminded myself that I didn't have to do it for 3 months. I could have done it in the past 3 years. I've already lost 43.5 pounds in 2018, and if I manage to maintain that weight and to further improve my physique since then, I would be much better off. I wouldn't have all this discomfort, I wouldn't have all this difficulties, struggles, emotional, not decompensation, but I've been quite emotional during this period of time. The next thing is that everything comes at a price, and what I've been doing in the past 3 months came at the price of constant hunger, constant mood fluctuations, fatigue, tiredness. It was much more difficult to exercise, losing some muscle, and so on. It's just a short list of things that I have went through. The next lesson, lesson number 3, was that you cannot out-train a bad diet. I know a lot of people have spoken about that. I agree with that. I have been engaging in walking, I've been doing resistance exercise. The caloric output of all these activities is nothing in comparison to nutrition. So I've been walking, I've done 1 million steps. By the way, check out my video on 1 million steps, and I can attest to the fact that doing 1 million steps, over 1 million steps actually, in the past 3 months did contribute to losing maybe like 3-4 pounds, and even 10k steps a day that I've done were easily offset by just a sandwich. So please do not rely on exercise. It's neither sufficient nor necessary for weight loss, but obviously it's a good addition to your routine, to your nutritional and exercise plan. Lesson number 4 is that your social life will suffer, maybe your work life will suffer too. Because first of all, you're getting tired, fatigued, it's much more difficult to engage in lots of things. Second thing, people get jealous of you. Some will compliment you, some will start telling you that it's unhealthy. Some people will start actually sabotaging your progress, and I have experienced a lot of that. I don't want to get into details, it's just like the fact that I noticed, and I'm pretty sure that anybody who goes on any kind of serious diet will notice that people tend to offer them all kinds of food, tell them that they have already lost enough weight, and so on and so on and so on. Also, in addition to that, you know, this brain fog, fatigue, they will affect your work. In certain instances, I notice that I'm getting very tired sometimes, it's difficult to focus and so on. The next thing is all the social gatherings, they somehow always involve eating and food, and managing your caloric intake is very difficult in this kind of scenarios. So you have to be aware of that, and again, the more drastic your transformation is, the more difficult it will be to go through that without disrupting your social life. Okay, lesson number 5. When you start any kind of intense diet, you lose a lot of weight in the first couple of days. It's just water weight, pretty much your glycogen, your water associated with glycogen, your gut content, pretty much all kinds of stuff that you can very quickly lose and actually very quickly regain as soon as you stop your attempt. So that is an important thing to know, because you could see that I had a couple of moments when I was starting and restarting my dietary approaches or trying different things during my transformation, and each time I've been losing around, actually surprisingly it was 6.8 pounds in the first couple of days. So that is a typical thing. I don't want you to be focusing on that too much, because when you start a diet you can get very excited about, wow, that's so amazing, but then lesson number 6, actually your progress will slow down significantly, and that will be the real progress. This progress will be almost like completely dependent on the extent of caloric deficit that you create, and actually based on the numbers that I have gathered, it is actually very simple. I have lost 44.1 pounds, right? But I have created a caloric deficit of approximately 1500 calories a day, which translates into, guess how much? Around 41 pounds over the course of 93 days. That was the duration of phase 1. So you can see that even here, calories in, calories out principle works amazingly well. Okay, the final lesson that I have learned was that in order to achieve great results, you have to be very disciplined and you have to track your calories. I'll make a special video about calorie tracking, because I know that a lot of people have lots of reservations about that, the association with eating disorders and so on, and it's difficult to do. But I believe that if you want to be consistent and you want to know what you are doing and you want to be able to track your progress and steer your progress in the right direction, you need to track your calories. I've been tracking my calories diligently over the course of 93 days. I've been tracking my macros, and that allowed me to spot so many mistakes, errors, to learn a lot about myself, to do a little bit of experimentation on myself, do some calculations, some stuff. Even this number that I quoted, that I have created a certain amount of caloric deficit, is deriving from my ability to track my calories. So these were the lessons. The next question is what I'm going to do next. The next step is switching to phase 2. Phase 2, I won't dwell too much on what exactly I'm going to do, but the plan is to continue losing weight, but at a much slower pace. I'm hoping to lose around 5 pounds of body fat per month in the next 6 months, and at the same time I hope to start regaining a little bit of muscle. And I have to work on that, and I hope to regain around 1-2 pounds of muscle per month, which might sound like a lot of muscle to regain, but it's literally regaining muscle. So hopefully the outcome will be I will lose around 15-20 pounds of body fat, I will regain 8-10 pounds of muscle, and hopefully by the end of this year I will have my 6-pack abs, no matter what my body fat percentage is. Speaking of that, the video is almost over. I would like to say a couple of things. First of all, I'm happy with my progress at this point, and I'm happy that you stayed through this video and watched me suffer, and I hope that you will not repeat my mistakes. That's why I'm making these videos. But please give me some support. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, ask questions, leave comments, check out my website drsamshealth.com. Also, this body transformation is part of a larger project. I'm going to publish a book which will be called The No-Nonsense Guide to Weight Loss, and I hope to publish it maybe in 2-3 months from now, maybe by October 14th, which is the birthday of the channel and the website and mine. So I'll be delighted if you could check out the link that I will add to the description when the book is available for pre-ordering or ordering. I am planning to publish it on Amazon, and this book will have all the right things for you, all the tools that you need to lose weight effectively and hopefully stress-free or with minimal amount of stress involved. So that's it for today. Once again, thank you for watching. Once again, happy Canada Day, and I wish you all the very, very best. It's a wonderful day. First, it's 1st of July, Canada Day. Second, it's the end of phase 1, when I've been torturing myself with like really serious caloric deprivation and restriction, and now we're starting phase 2 with the band. There's an absolutely amazing thing, which is this pizza. So the feed, which is a euphemism for having lots of fun food and pizza feast. I'm gonna take a bite, and that is the start of my second half of my journey. Oh my goodness, it is so good. I'll see you in my next snippet. Thank you.